This is a split wheel bike, and I'm about to ride it 100 miles.
Apparently this is supposed to be the future of transportation, and I agree. And come on, look how cool this looks. On mile 1, we were already getting skepticism.
Serious?
But this bike has legit benefits.
We're gonna make it to Miami.
Oh boy. Should we just go?
We narrowly escaped those ladies. There's actually 3 criteria for testing if a vehicle can be a product: look good, ride well, and actually be durable. The gold standard in durability is being able to ride the century, or 100 miles. And we were already on mile 5.
Hillbilly hell is that? What is that? How many chicks have you got today? Be honest.
Dude, everybody, everywhere I look, everyone's like, cool bike, you know? If you know what I mean.
I was out of my element here. I didn't know what to say. I don't usually make these kind of jokes, but we still had 95 miles to go, so we had to keep moving.
This stretch of land where we currently are, this is the most developed 100 miles of coastline on the entire United States. So if there's one place where we're gonna get people's reactions about this bike, it's here.
But what is this bike? Front wheel, seat, handles, and brakes. Back wheel. It is crazy looking. Theoretically, it's supposed to ride smoother on bumpy terrain, and it really works. See, on a normal bike, both wheels have to absorb the impact of a bump, but on a split wheel bike, the front wheel takes it all, and the curb can slide in the gap between the back wheels. It's kind of genius.
And a helmet, because we care about safety on this channel. This bike? We're riding at 100 miles today, so.
Put some sunscreen as you do that.
Oh, well, I'm wearing sunscreen, trust me. It's supposed to be smoother, it's supposed to feel better, we're just testing it out.
You want to test it out?
Do you want to try it? Just see how it feels.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like a school bus. It's kind of hard to turn. Putting on a show here. You guys want to try it? You'll get the hang of it.
It's great.
Okay, all right, we'll take it. Do you think we're going to make it 100 miles in this thing today?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's kind of cool.
You have faith? Do you think it's the future of transportation?
Oh, it could be.
Could be. People like the bike. I feel a little bit like a clown riding this thing. Like, I need like a red nose or something. Like this feels like something that someone would ride in the circus, to be honest. I just remind myself I'm never going to see any of these people again, and it's okay. And then in a few years, when this bike has taken over the world and everybody's riding it, it's going to be okay. And I'm not going to be the weird one anymore.
Okay, I'd had enough of these Debbie Doubters, negative Nancys. They all agreed it looked cool, and that's the first criteria. I knew the bike had real potential, though, and I was gonna make it to 100 miles to prove it. On mile 9, we took a time lapse. Pretty cool. On mile 13, it got a little dangerous. On mile 14, it looked like we'd been transported to Minnesota for some reason.
Mile 16? I don't know yet. I mean, we're on mile 16. I'm feeling pretty good. My legs aren't that tired, but my back hurts a lot from leaning forward.
And apparently I forgot how to use a camera. This is the worst angle I could have possibly gotten in this situation.
The bike's still moving, but it's making some weird noises.
I have never looked worse in any video I've ever taken.
It is really difficult. I guess I never really thought about the fact that normally when they have product testers, they hire actual professional bikers and not just random people like myself.
Mile 18.
So pretty. Look at my legs, bro.
On mile 19, I thought my legs were getting toned. I think I was just delusional. It was so hot. On mile 22, we got another time lapse. Nice. And on mile 25, felt like the bike had passed in the ride well category. I'd been riding for hours and it felt mostly like a normal bike. And we got pizza to celebrate. The only thing I had left was to actually make it the rest of the 100 miles.
These tires don't fill with air because they're split tires. Oh my god, I'm so sunburned.
Put some sunscreen as you do
But
that.
on this one, the plastic tube broke out, and so now, sorry, excuse me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a weird bike, right? It currently is a little bit broken, see, there's like this problem with the tire, where the tube's coming out.
We may have duct tape up in our
We do look in the house. Thank you so much.
This is regular duck, this is
Yeah,
Gorilla.
alright, let's start with this.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Do it right. Here, let me do it for you.
Okay.
John roasted me for my poor tape skills, but shout out to him for helping anyways. I'll never forget his name. Unfortunately, the second I sat down on it after he left, it broke again, and this time much more serious. I don't know why I tried taping it back together. That was never gonna work. I made an Instagram story to ask for welders near Boca Raton, Florida, but I was screwed.
Shout out Robin and Scotty, or whatever their name was.
Hey, John.
Listen, this is just the prototype, so obviously the real product wouldn't have these issues. It's 7:16 p.m., dude. Every single bike shop is closed.
I actually had no idea what I was gonna do. If we just get the bike fixed and make it to Miami to finish the 100 miles, that would count, even if we did find one small structural flaw in the middle. We needed someone who specialized in building super cool, long-distance vehicles made of metal built solely to prove a point in YouTube videos. And meanwhile, there was someone already in Miami filming a Japanese game show where you wear pillow-filled shirts and box someone while buried knee-deep in the sand. And he matched that description perfectly. Lewis Wise. And he saw my story.
I found a Home Depot that has what we need, and I can get it tonight within the next like 10 minutes.
Lewis Wise, this is the split wheel bike. We need to weld these red pieces back together.
The Home Depot was closing in 15 minutes, so we were running. We had random people coming up trying to help us. Nobody knew what they were doing. This is a split wheel bike. Nobody's seen anything like this before, but at least we were training mechanics for what would be the future of their job once this bike broke into the industry.
My warranty ends at 100 feet.
Okay. I'm so sunburned.
Put some sunscreen as you do
Can we
that.
just take a second to step back here for a second? Like, how did this happen? Out of all the places I could be in my freshman year of college, a Home Depot parking lot in Miami Beach, Florida at 9:45 p.m. on a Friday was not one I was expecting. But we got the stuff and Lewis was ready to fix this bike. We only needed the tools for 30 minutes though, so
We're returning this after using it.
Don't worry about it.
Speaking of questionably ethical things, this video is sponsored by Cactus.ai.
I've got high hopes on it. Got it. Wait.
Cactus.ai is the best way to complete assignments on time and get an outline for your essay so that you don't have to do it for yourself.
This is the best fix we can do. It's gonna work. You think it's gonna work?
Have a paper that you need to write citations for? Cactus.ai can help that too.
Seems good.
Citations is the feature I've been using the most because it not only creates your works cited page, but it will also integrate your references into the text, which is crazy.
I literally have an assignment due at 11:59. Like, I don't know what to do.
Filming these videos while in college has been really tough, but Cactus.ai has been my best friend. So if you're someone who's struggling through school and wants to use AI to help you out, I highly recommend. It's the all-in-one platform for anyone trying to use AI for school. It's so much smarter than ChatGPT. Just check with your school's honor code to make sure whatever you're using it for is allowed.
We'll see if it works.
See what happens.
I've got high hopes on it.
Thank you to Cactus.ai for sponsoring the video. The link will be in the description to sign up. We were already in Miami, so I was planning to just ride at 75 miles in any direction and finish the journey.
It broke again. Yeah, see, this broke here, so that it's a little bit.
I think it's
I appreciate it. It was a lot of work to build it.
Why not? I mean, this probably leading to something bigger.
Do you think if this was made into a product, you would buy it?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Really?
It's awesome, yeah.
Could lead to something bigger, I guess.
Apparently this guy put his video on Snapchat Spotlight, and I wasn't even riding it, but it got 700,000 views. Listen, okay, the people like the bike. I don't think all hope is lost. The structural problem will get ironed out in the final version, and in the meantime, shout out Snad for building it and my friend Ryan for helping me film. As for this prototype though, Split Wheel Bike 1.0 is going in the trash. Why did I not put on more sunscreen though? Like seriously, my red hair blends in with my face now. It's ridiculous.